This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome back, my friends, as we get set for, well, the rest of this hockey game, whatever little left of it we have, as the Edmonton Oilers find themselves up currently 4-2 over the New York Rangers. Iced tea, pizza, Thai bites, they were all good down at the local bar here in town. So away we go with getting ready for the rest of this hockey game. Obviously, the Oilers roaring out to a 4-2 lead to this point. If I've got that, that's still the Montreal Canadiens scoreboard. So let me highlight this. Let me paste that in there, and we should, my friends, I tell you, be positive to have a New York Rangers scoreboard. There we go. Perfect and done and dusted. You see, I got myself all done up tonight here for the live stream. That's not even for the bars effect. We did it for the live stream. There might be some background plans that might require post-game situations, but we won't worry about that too much as of yet, my friends, as the Oilers are back on our television sets, and we are just about set for this one to get up and underway here in a matter of moments. As obviously tonight's big finale to the Ben Stelter Foundation, or Fund, I guess it is called, 50-50 raffle for the Oilers. So, of course, we've seen a lot of that, and it's been a tough night even sitting at the bar, let me tell you. The jackpot almost up to $5 million. Oh my goodness, that is quite a growth spurt there tonight. The Oilers lose the face-off in the defensive zone. Gee, they've done a lot of that lately, haven't they? As they'll get to work defending this 5-on-5. Sorry, 5-on-4. They just, yep, 5-on-5. Never mind, I can't count. Darnell Nurse to the puck here. He'll get it going back up and into play there for the Oilers into the neutral zone, where Tarasenko fires it across to absolutely nobody, and the Oilers get it going back the other way. The best part about the Oilers game so far today, it hasn't been just the top two stars scoring the goals so far. Here's Zibanejad, though, back on the, well, partial break. Good save there on a flubbed shot by Campbell, and now the Oilers able to get going back here. Strangely enough, though, we've won 6 of our past 7 games against the New York Rangers. You'd almost think that just wouldn't be a stat, but it is indeed a stat. Shesterkin out to play it. He's had, from all indications, a rougher game. Obviously, Jack and Louie mentioned there's been a couple of times tonight where, yeah, he was on his way out of the pipes and somehow was able to stay in longer than he should have. And that's just kind of the case when you're that elite of a goaltender. You often can buy those extra minutes in the pipes enough to figure it out here. 5:25 to go in the second period of play. Friends, welcome aboard to Dolynny TV as we get set for this one to wrap up more or less for us. Only 25 minutes of game time. And look at that nice play by Nugent Hopkins to get in there and interfere with the stick shot from Zibanejad. Campbell steers it wide, and Nuge having himself another great game, I'm sure. Haven't been able to watch too much, obviously. Chatting with people at the bar, that is just the way she be, right? So you miss a couple important details, like Tyson Barrie scoring the second goal of the game, by the way. Ryan McLeod, he'll scramble up the face-off, win it back for the Oilers, but the Rangers have pushed ahead, and Panarin comes up with this puck. Fox plays it on down deep, low, and the Rangers, they're going to get going here. They're going to fire the shot towards the net. It goes wide. Nice double check of the other side by Jack Campbell. Rangers just throwing it all around the zone right now, trying to find this puck on net any way they can. 5 minutes to go now in the second period. Shot fired in front. They couldn't get it going. And now all of a sudden the Oilers looking to try and escape the zone. And there, well, they did it there for that time being. And maybe an onside puck for the Oilers. They can't push it forward enough to make something happen there. So never mind. And the Oilers will just have the Rangers retreat at their own blue line with puck possession. 4-2 the score, 23-19 the shots for the Rangers so far. The Oilers lead, of course. Here come the Rangers across the blue line. They're going to bust down the wing and try and get going here as this one will be wrapped around behind the net. Bouchard's going to play this one ahead. It's going to go all the way down for yet another icing call against our Edmonton Oilers, and that's just where we find ourselves. Past minute, 2 icing calls against, and Oilers struggling to generate anything here since I hit the live stream button here on YouTube, friends. Sorry about that, but yeah, you know what, a good night out, and now just set and ready to get going. Obviously cleaned up a little bit too, so never a bad time. Jack Campbell makes the save. 4:16 now remaining on the clock. as he's not beat on that face-off play there. And now Jack Campbell looking to skate out, and it looks like we'll have a little bit of a break in the action here. It looks like we'll go to commercial break, and friends, that is where we'll take a moment to recap everything that's going on here today. Obviously, for the Oilers, Yamamoto's back in the lineup. He's taken an interference call just moments ago, and other than that, there's really not much else to report on Kailer Yamamoto, I don't think, so far through this game. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Connor McDavid on the power play for Leon Draisaitl's 32nd was our last goal. Derek Ryan from Zach Hyman and Jesse Puljujärvi. Tyson Barrie from Warren Foegele and Matthias Janmark. And then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, his 27th from Zach Hyman and Connor McDavid. So that's officially credited to Nuge. I thought that's still Hyman's goal. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess that's the way it is. I'd have to watch the replay one more time as we get it going. But it's nice to see Foegele, Puljujärvi, Janmark all with points there, and it's kind of crazy to think Foegele and Puljujärvi have been around all season. Janmark came down up once there was an injury, and he's got 11 assists, which outpaced almost both of them combined. So another one of those weird situations for the Oilers and their depth. Smurfy and AB, welcome in. Glad to have you aboard for tonight's hockey game. Of course, we are just starting up the stream. I don't expect too many people to be in here too early on until we get going here in a matter of the intermission. That's where I'd expect a lot of people to come flying in here this evening. Of course, it was, like I said, just one of those nights where I had to just get out and do something, right? Didn't want to come home, sit down after working a 8.5-hour day and sit down and work another 3 hours straight. I just couldn't physically do that to myself on a Friday night. So here we find ourselves just streaming off this last hour of the hockey game, whatever we got. Got to go to the bar and have a good meal with a buddy who invited me out. So we'll see what comes of, I guess, the rest of the game. Realistically, it looks like Jack Campbell's had some dynamite saves here for the Oilers tonight, although he's been beat on a couple of goals as well. Never worry, though. Jack Campbell's having pretty good resurgence here since January 1st, and we'd like to see him continue it with a win again tonight. This one goes around behind to Mikkola. The Oilers will bounce it up, and now a chance for the Oilers to regain in their own zone. Evan Bouchard does rim around the boards, goes high to Kane, tip play to Draisaitl. He's got a man one-on-one. He's looking for a passing lane. There's Kane, the shot, rebound, scrambled up. Yamamoto had a crack, but couldn't get it on net, and that's a pretty good chance for the Oilers right off the rush there, and it looks like Bouchard's been crunched. Then Draisaitl wants a piece of the man, and now Draisaitl will try and get going back behind the net as he's looking to free this puck up. He'll fight it off. Here comes Kane again. He'll blast right through Trouba. Trouba does good enough to interfere with him and prevent him from getting going. And your head note, AB, all right, we'll catch you. As this one will be a chance now for the Oilers. A puck that bounces up. They'll play it along the boards. 17-12 the hits for the Rangers so far this game. Interesting of note. And the Oilers continue to try and turn over pucks in the offensive zone now this time. Instead, now back the other way. The Rangers 2-on-2. Nice poke check by Ryan. Allows the defense to get back into action. 2:55 to go as the puck is rimmed back around by the Rangers into possession. The shot comes down. Campbell to save the shot again. Goes wide of the net. And this one will go back across as the shot comes close. And Campbell's all the way out of action. And what a save by Jack Campbell. Absolutely unreal. The Oilers ice it back the other way. But that was unreal, my friends. Jack Campbell down and out, and he's able to raise the head one more time and make the save. That was phenomenal right there. That's a big boy save there from Jack Campbell, and he made it. As I know you guys are all kind of teasing me there about just making the stream. Yeah, that was the plan all along. I hadn't really planned on streaming tonight's game, and then it was kind of like, go to the bar, enjoy a couple iced teas, enjoy a couple slices of pizza, and then come back home and get the rest of the game streamed. And that turns out we're just getting it at the end of the second period with the third, which will probably be the best period yet to come for the Oilers and the Rangers as Nurse trying to knock Tarasenko off the puck. Great puck possession there by Tarasenko to keep control of it. And now it comes back behind the net. Derek Ryan gets run by Mika Zibanejad, which is still able to be played for Mr. Derek Ryan. And then this one's going to go back down low. Ryan McLeod gets it going there. He can't seem to keep it in, so the Oilers will load up. Connor McDavid here. He comes across the blue line with Nugent Hopkins. McDavid goes down low. McDavid back now into the near side boards. He'll go to Brett Kulak, who fires a shot, goes wide. Hyman gets it on the rebound, and the redirect goes right into the slot, and the Rangers able to clear the zone. We're not minding that at all, as you know what, quite frankly, as long as the Oilers keep generating offensive zone possession time, I know they're showing a 5-minute gap in the game so far. As long as the Oilers keep generating possession in the offensive zone, I'm going to be just fine. Roger, Chris, welcome to the live stream as well, as we're, yeah, look at that head save there by Jack Campbell. That's how you keep the noggin in it, as Philip Hedl gets absolutely denied right there by Jack Campbell, who's a little bit shaken up after that. You can see he takes it right off the noggin, eats it right off the forehead of the mask, and that's about as much of a denial as you can possibly get at the NHL level by the goaltender, right off the forehead there. And Brett Kulak gets across center, carries in, and dumps it down deep. Shesterkin out to play it. He'll rim it around the boards. New York Rangers able to keep it into possession, and then the Oilers turn it over at the blue line, fire it back into the Rangers' end. Buck to go in the second period. The Oilers look to try and just wind down the clock now. You're up 4-2, so go get that third one and make it 5-2, and away you go, hopefully with a W in hand. Obviously, too, that's saying a car crash moment as go! Gee! The Jack Campbell glove save again, friends. What an absolute denial with 42.5 to play in this second period. I don't even know what this guy's on at this point. That is absolutely two 10-beller saves right there. Look at this one. This puck bounces, and then Jack Campbell against himself doubles back with the glove and makes the save. What an absolute larceny there with glove. And Jack Campbell is loving it tonight, that is for sure. And looks like I'm even getting the texts here. Wow, what a save by Jack Campbell right there. If that's what I'm in store for in this third period, don't mind me at all. I don't mind live streaming that. Jack Campbell having himself a game. 23 saves on 25 shots. The Oilers with probably the final possession. Nope, they turned it over immediately as soon as I tried to start that sentence. The Rangers fire it into the neutral zone. The Oilers will get it going back the other way one more time. Janmark cutting through the middle of the ice. Tip play there by McLeod. Almost had it going short side. 5 seconds to go, and they got the last chance of the period. And that, my friends, will do it for the second. The Oilers up by 2. 4-2 going into this third period of play, and we're just about up to 100 views on the stream. Don't mind me. Looks like we're just going to settle into a regular old live stream despite starting with 5 minutes left in the second period. Don't mind that at all, friends. And as we get into this intermission, just quickly, so as everybody knows what's up, I won't have to take a break. I've already taken my break before I fired up the stream. This is your scoring summary. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 27th of the season from Zach Hyman and Connor McDavid. McDavid hits .100 on the first goal of the night, of course. Tyson Barrie scores his 8th goal of the season from Warren Foegele and Matthias Janmark. Derek Ryan gets his 10th from Hyman and Jesse Puljujärvi. And then, yeah, you know what? Chris Kreider responded back. I think everybody in the building and everybody on TV would have known that the Rangers were going to score on that power play. They did. Zibanejad and Panarin assist Kreider's 23rd of the year. Leon Draisaitl then draws it back to 4-1 to finish the period with his 32nd. McDavid's 59th assist, and Nugent-Hopkins 41st. So think about this. Nugent-Hopkins has 68 points on the season. Chris Kreider scores his 24th sometime in there in that second period from Adam Fox and Ryan Lindgren. Adam Fox actually has more assists than Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and right like that, it was shorthanded to boot. So that's where we sit after 2 periods of play, friends. Welcome aboard if you're just joining Dolynny TV for this live stream. My great pleasure to have you along. Glad to have you hanging out with us tonight as we get everybody into the chat here as SK gets in here and Tom Burns gets in here as well. Brian and JJ in here as well as we're getting things rolling here into this intermission, my friends. I really don't have much to add to this game other than I know the Oilers are up 4-2 and it's been a good time to be an Oilers fan so far tonight after, of course, sending down two guys, then losing Klim Kostin to illness. We're doing just fine, right? Up 4-2 on the Rangers. We got 20 minutes to play, put the pedal to the metal, go score a couple more goals and finish this one off. I would not mind that at all. Yeah, no, I think we're looking good so far, and I hope that continues because I'm loving what the Oilers are doing tonight, and obviously makes it much easier to be at the bar and not having to worry about business when guess what, the Oilers are winning, and you don't have to really focus too hard on the game because the Oilers were on cruise control in that first period. Let's see. Just responding to a couple of texts here on Twitter. Of course, you can probably figure out who's that's all from. But yeah, as we're sitting here right now, friends, if anyone's got anything to add that's been interesting this hockey game, you let me know because I really don't know if there's anything to add into this hockey game other than Jack Campbell's had himself a hockey game so far. 23 saves on 25 shots. That puts him at a, where are we at? At a 920 save percentage going into the third period. If he can add a little bit more to that, I don't know. I'd take maybe another 5, 6, 7, 10 saves and get him boosted up over a 935. That would be a nice and dandy rebound from that Detroit game. The face-off dot, the Oilers not doing so hot in that department tonight. Connor McDavid's 4-0 on the face-offs, 100%. But problem is, with Ryan McLeod 6-2, so 75%. Leon Draisaitl's at 46.2, and Derek Ryan's a solid 28.6 in the dot tonight. Nuge, Ofer, and so is Evander Kane. You got, of course, the New York Rangers by virtue just cleaning up all above 50 or more, except for Barclay Goodrow, who just took one face-off so far in that period. So that's where we're sitting right now, friends. Things are coming together for the Edmonton Oilers. I don't think, I keep appealing to everybody to throw anything interesting from this game into the chat so far. I think we're just cruising along, having ourselves a good, solid hockey game, and much needed rebound against the New York Rangers after that debacle against the Detroit Red Wings. I don't really think there's any way other to summarize that one, unfortunately, for the Oilers. It was a rough game, and they needed a much better result out of that one. Obviously, you win in the shootout, and I'm not talking about a much better result because you would have got the 2 points instead of just the lone one. So now tonight, in cruise control mode, hopefully if you keep your foot on the gas and just allow it to kind of go on down to a situation where you can knock it out and get it going up 4-2, finish 5-2, 6-2, whatever it needs to do just to win this hockey game. That's really all I'm looking. Just don't give up any more goals. Don't make it any more interesting than it has to be. That's my number one for the Oilers in this third period. Just keep it right where it is at in the goal scoring department, and just don't worry too much about trying to score more. Just don't worry. Just worry about not giving up too many more, right? If any more, and obviously just keep playing in the offensive zone, even if you're not scoring goals. That would be my number one key. And no, here's the thing: if Zibanejad wants to be their most dangerous guy on the ice, that's fine. He's their most dangerous guy every single night, in my opinion. So just mitigate it. It's the same Connor kind of situation. Just don't allow it to develop into any more than it needs to be. Connor's going to get his, so is Zibanejad. Obviously, Soup, as long as he keeps doing his thing, we should be fine. But yes, to an extent, you got to pick him up, but you also got to realize that we don't quite have the defenders that'll be able to defend that as well as most other teams do, unfortunately. So that's where I'm just hopefully it just doesn't burn us and we just get through this game with 2 points and away we go. That's really my approach. Just get the 2 points tonight. That's really all I care about, friends. I don't care how it happens, but obviously I have how I want it to happen, I guess you could say. And that's kind of how I'm throwing it together for you tonight. Other side than that, you're going to see in this third period, I'm a lot more tired than I seem. I think it would be an honest assessment of the situation. I'm very, very tired tonight. Been a long week of work, and I'm hoping to cash in some much needed sleep tonight after this one is done. All right. Anyone else got anything else to add? I don't know. Is Leon Draisaitl getting some love from Mr. Bob Stauffer on the panel right now? It's one of those things for Leon Draisaitl. He hasn't finished near as many one-timers as he normally does, but he's been pretty filthy when he has. And that's one thing you like to see for him. He keeps always finishing those pucks. Consistent power play goal scorer for us, and hopefully he continues to do that in the playoffs, because my goodness, do we ever need it, friends. The more goals we need, the better off we'll be here in this playoff run, and obviously playoffs too. You can talk about defending better, but if you don't worry about scoring goals, this Oilers team can defend all it wants, but it ain't going to fight its way out of a wet paper bag in a tight game if you don't score the big goal. As we are seeing what comes of this here. Is I don't know what they're talking about here. I don't know. I seem to have missed Gene's question there. I've been paying attention pretty well so far through this one, but it seems like oh, okay, that's what they're talking about. I knew they seemed to be talking about something pretty heavy. It was talking about the Rangers and Oilers matchup. If it's the Stanley Cup final matchup, the Oilers trying to put a little bit of thought into the Rangers' heads about maybe we don't got this, even if they fly high into the Stanley Cup playoffs. And it looks like, hold on, friends. No, I think to your comment, based on what I said, you'd understand that. And it looks like the Toronto Maple Leafs have received Noel Archari and Ryan O'Reilly in a 3-team trade with St. Louis. St. Louis receives Michael Abramov, Adam Gaudette, Toronto's first-round pick in 23, Ottawa's third-round pick in 2023, Toronto's second-round pick in 2024, and Minnesota receives Toronto's fourth-round pick in 25. So there you go. That's your big breaking news. The Toronto Maple Leafs pull the trigger on the first big deal of the trade deadline after Vladimir Tarasenko, and it is a haul for the St. Louis Blues. Abramov, Gaudette, a first, a third, and a second in 2024, and then Minnesota gets to retain a little bit of salary on Ryan O'Reilly, and that would mean, I think, hold on, let me open cap friendly here. I think that means that the Minnesota Wild have to make a trade as well, or are they below the cap here? Minnesota, where are you at? Minnesota, where are you at? Minnesota actually is indeed below the cap by $3 million, so that's how it works out, is Minnesota gets a little bit for retention, and that should allow the Toronto Maple Leafs to do what they need to do. Obviously, I think no matter what the Oilers do, if they end up making a trade for a big name player, whether it be Carlson or anyone else, there will be a third party retention involved down the stretch, and obviously too the price paid price paid to that team, if it is Carlson, is going to be much higher than necessarily if it's just this deal right here. Patrick, to your comment here, I'll get to SKs in a moment, but yeah, I did not realize we're allowed to make those. Yeah, that's a tough one, because here's the thing. SK still says it's still going to be a first round exit for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and you know what? As much as I don't believe that'll happen, because I think the Leafs are going to break through this year, it just seems to maybe be finally the year, I guarantee you that is exactly what is going to happen. The Leafs will lose, not even in Game 7 this year. They will lose in Game 6 or 5 just by some weird fluke. Yeah, that's just where we're sitting right now. It's just situation unfolding here on the internet tonight, where the Toronto Maple Leafs have made a big deal trade, and that's quite an interesting move by them, adding, of course, Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari. And what you see here is Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari to Toronto, and obviously the other players headed back the other way. And full trade is to the Blues, Gaudette, and Minnesota also received that fourth-round pick to facilitate Ryan O'Reilly's money as a third-party broker. It's just the seventh deal in NHL history to use a third party to move money. We know a couple of years ago that happened quite a bit, and right now it doesn't look like it's going to be what it's going to be. All right, that's where we're sitting, friends. And is this... What do we got here? A la carte chair, first annual Ben Stelter Memorial Tournament. All right. And Toronto can't beat the Bruins or Carolina. That's exactly. I think that's where they're in trouble. Patrick, of course, Toronto is out on Kane. Yes, they are. And Peter's going for the Rangers tonight. Well, I don't know about that one. Hopefully not. And as we sit here, so are we getting Kane and Taves now, or trade boards friendly warming up? I wouldn't read too much into anything realistically. I would just sit here and tell you more or less that the Oilers now have one more guy available to them because another team's made their move, I guess you could say, and that being the Toronto Maple Leafs trading for Ryan O'Reilly. So that's where we sit, friends. Big trade in the intermission. Never a bad time, I guess you could say. And now we got to see if the Oilers can indeed pull off their big move. I'm not going to get too worrying about it because I don't think it's going to become too big of a thing this weekend. I don't think it'll happen until probably closer to the deadline, right? Deadline's on Friday, 2 weeks from now. Of course, you can catch live coverage of the trade deadline here on Dolynny TV. Well, it happens. We're going full 8.5 hours from 7 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. Of course, videos will come up during the video, or during the stream, but we'll get that going there. And of course, everybody coming in still reacting to the Toronto Maple Leafs trade from just a few moments ago. Thank you to everybody just tuning in as well over the past few moments as we get everything set up here with the Toronto Maple Leafs trade, and hopefully a good third period from our Edmonton Oilers tonight. That would be much appreciated as well. Let's see here. All right, no worries. As Patrick's saying, it's too loud in here. Ooh, he is indeed there. Interesting. We don't mind that at all. And we're going to take that sock off because for some reason my foot's hurting. Been a hard day in the boots, I guess you could say. Magic, welcome in, and Miguel, welcome in as well. So where is Kane going to go? I don't know where Kane's going to go at this point. I would hope to us if we're going to make a big deal for a big superstar forward, but we'll see what ends up happening here. And obviously, too, I think the other ambitious ask for Oilers fans would be, what are the odds, to Mind Trip's question, what are the odds that the Oilers are able to acquire both Karlsson and Kane? I would say probably not good at all. I don't even think we're going to be able to get Kane, let alone Karlsson, but even vice versa, I think the odds of getting Karlsson are probably perhaps better than getting, at this point, Patrick Kane, just because it seems like the Oilers have really invested in trading for Erik Karlsson, as opposed to, I think they're just kicking tires on Kane because he appears willing to come. But as it comes down to the wire, guys, again, I am not as long as the Oilers upgrade, that's all I care. I don't care what the Oilers do, as long as they upgrade or get better somehow, as long as it isn't just a slim margin. I really don't care how it happens. Just get better. That's all I'm asking. Don't just trade asset for asset like we're going to with Jesper Puljujärvi. Actually, physically get better, and that's really all I care about for us. And somebody mentioning Evander Kane's not scoring much for us. Well, I'm going to tell you, Evander Kane, my friends, has played 23 games for the Oilers and has 9 goals on the year, 19 points, by the way. So I wouldn't exactly be saying Kane's not scoring for us when over 82 games. That would pace out to be 32 goals. I think we could take Patrick Kane or Evander Kane, sorry, at 32 goals in the season. To your point, Chris, I'd say Evander Kane on a 32 goal pace is scoring just enough for me. Race fan, okay, welcome in. Long time no see. Toronto got O'Reilly. Yes, they did. And Toronto is also out on Meyer. Yes, they are. That is kind of the unfolding of all of this. The Toronto Maple Leafs are out on a lot of these guys. And friends, we're going to... I should have changed the title to get trade reaction for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And we should still. All right, we'll change that up there, and we're good to go. And obviously, two friends. Connor McDavid hits 100 points tonight. It's been a great night of hockey, right, for the Oilers. We're up here right now, up 4-2. We should be good to go, and hopefully get ourselves a victory. We just need to get the job done. And the big thing is Connor hits 100 in 56 games again. So that is the second best pace of his career. 82 in 16-17, 77 in 17-18, 18-19 was 62, and then 53 in that shortened year. And then obviously 2 now this year, hitting it in 56 games. Connor's absolutely rocking and a rolling. You don't mind seeing that at all, him doing what he's done for us this year so far. So we'd like to see if he can continue the dominance tonight. Obviously already up to 101 points on the season. So you'd like to maybe see him finish with an empty net assist and get it up to 102. Wouldn't mind that at all. Connor McDavid, most 100 plus point seasons among active players. He is tied with Sidney Crosby 4-6 and currently on pace for 148. So that's where we're sitting right now. Connor McDavid will take the face off. Can't get it going, and now Jacob Trouba will turn it over to his defense partner and get up the ice for the New York Rangers, as the Oilers able to obviously draw them into an offside or an icing right away. 19:50 to go here in this third period. 4-2 the Oilers lead, 25-21 the shots on goal, friends. But the big story tonight, as long as the Oilers win, will be Ryan O'Reilly, of course, being traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Sorry, that's something we're going to talk about quite a bit, because I'm sure details will come out as they are available. First stoppage in play, I will have a detail hopefully on the salary retention for the Leafs, and then we'll go from there. But the Oilers, of course, the task at hand is to win the hockey game. 19:30 to go in this third period, and you're already down, right, to killing the clock. And that's kind of the beautiful thing here for the Oilers. You want to keep a good team off the score sheet, and hopefully just play yourself a steady Eddie 20 minutes of hockey and win yourself a hockey game. This one rimmed around the boards into the Oilers' end. This one goes back to Tyson Barrie after it's picked up by the Oilers. They'll play it back to Barrie now off of the play by Yamamoto. It'll be flipped out in the neutral zone. Kane bats it over to Leon Draisaitl. Suddenly the Oilers have something to developing. Draisaitl didn't see Yamamoto on the backhand sauce. A nice cutoff there by Draisaitl, preventing a 2-on-1 back the other way. And then he drags right through the Rangers' defense and bats it on over to Yamamoto, who plays it back to Kane. Kane's out of position, though, trying to play that puck. And now Yamamoto has to battle as Kane tries to go back to the point. But Artemi Panarin will cut it off there and chip into the defensive zone. Wide drag, the Rangers shoot, and, well, the shot deflects up and over to play off of Jack Campbell. And, my friends, we have another stoppage in play here. Let's quickly take a look here how the money works. St. Louis will retain 50%, and Minnesota will retain another 25% of Ryan O'Reilly's salary as part of the trade. So there you go. There is the salary retention per the Toronto Maple Leaf release, as the Leafs now all of a sudden have Ryan O'Reilly, and the Leafs have the fourth best odds to win the cup. And there you go, just like that, bing bang, the Rangers score a goal, and it's 4-3. Again, another face-off draw that Just goes right into the back of the net just like that. As that one, I'm paying attention to everything else, and Philip Broberg goes to chip this off the boards. Weak play there, and then it bounces right to a man in front, and Alexis Lafreniere makes no mistake, fires it home, and scores the goal as Ryan McLeod goes chasing down low. Evan Bouchard's turned around, but I mean, that's really not Evan Bouchard's guy to cover is the problem. And that ends up going into the back of the net. But hey, it is what it is, and it's 4-3, and hopefully that engages the Oilers to come out roaring in this third period. I mean, they haven't responded since the last Rangers goal, and now they've been allowed to put up 2 in a row, but they responded after the first one, and hopefully now after the Rangers put up 2, we put up 2 and finish this one 6-3. Hey, I don't mind it. This one will go back to the point as the Oilers continue to fire the shot towards the net. Bouchard plays it on down low to Fogle. Fogle over to Bouch. Now down low to the near side corner as it comes back up to Fogle, who works it back to Bouchard. The Oilers have something cooking on the right-hand side of the ice, and that'll be nice play for the Oilers down low. Ryan McLeod goes backhand to the point. The shot comes down, can't get it going, and now a chance for Bouchard, who will battle the puck there, and it'll be kept in by the Oilers last second, but the Rangers defense is able to pick up the puck and get it going the other way. 17:33 to go, and Jack Campbell will play it off on the dump in to Cody Ceci, who's looking here. Remember, the Oilers are shorthanded. They're 11-6 tonight after sending 2 guys down to fit Yamamoto, and then Klim Kostin ending up sick and unable to go before the game tonight. Cody Ceci battling this one along the near side boards. 17:10 to go here in this third period. So the Oilers, as long as they can get down into that last minute section of the game, as Ceci fires one, Puljujarvi fires it wide on the rebound, and then this one goes around behind the net, and the Rangers able to come up with the puck. It's back the other way. And this one will go back to around the boards. 16:49 to go. Tripped up is one of the Oilers players, but he's able to battle through and keep it going. Puljujarvi career high, 36 points last year. And that's where it is right now, 11 points this season. Friends, Gary, of course, I see you in here chatting about the Leafs trade. I will have more reaction on that as soon as we have a stoppage in play in this Oilers game, although I don't know if I want to do that because the Rangers just scored off the last stoppage in play, but we will have more reaction in a matter of moments. Here come the Oilers up the ice. They got a nice break through the center of the neutral zone there, and the Oilers trying to work here. Wins at home this season, only 13 on the year. Connor McDavid plays it in front. He can't get the pass through. The Oilers defense retreats, and the Rangers back the other way as Kulak breaks up the play and gets it into the corner. Connor McDavid rims it around the boards, and this one will go down low again as Zibanejad, and now back high. The shot comes. Campbell the save, and we've got 15:51 to go here in this third period. And as it sits, friends, let's recap what's going on here in this. Let's go here in this Twitter thread. 11 p.m. trades out east, of course, for the Toronto Maple Leafs, as it is Noel Acciari and Ryan O'Reilly. They gave up Abramov, Gaudette, a first rounder, second rounder, and a third rounder. And then Minnesota also receives Toronto's 4th round pick in 2025 for the retention, which is, I don't know what it is on Mr. Ryan O'Reilly, but it's something like that. 15:44 to go here in this third period of play. The Oilers able to chop it down, and they've got a 2-on-1 back the other way. Leon Draisaitl across, and it's fumbled by Evander Kane, who immediately whips it to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl gets it back to Kane, comes back down low. Draisaitl tries to drag it in front, can't do it, and now it comes to Panarin, but the pass was denied, so the Oilers will fire it in on the change and chase Shesterkin around the net one more time here. 15:15 to go in this third period of play. Welcome in from Coquitlam. Welcome aboard. 15:08 to go here in this third period of play, and this one's going to go flipped back ahead. Yamamoto will play it back in, and this is kind of the action I was hoping the Oilers would get to here in this third period. Get it in deep. Every second shift, make something of it. Get it in deep the next shift, make something of it the shift after. And that's what they seem to be doing here. They seem to be retrieving the puck pretty well in their own defensive zone, and they look to be doing their best to make something of the offensive zone time as this one's tipped down. Warren Fogle goes to drag it around beyond the net. goes in front. No, actually, it stayed in behind the net the whole time. I was confused. Don't mind me, I'm a confused old man. Third period to go, and it looks like the Oilers have whistled this down because of a high stick, and the puck will go into the far side neutral zone. Friends, again, reaction to that Ryan O'Reilly trade pouring in here, as it seems like things are coming together pretty much. Just draft capital and go for it. Wish, obviously, World Hockey Report still wishing the Oilers would do that, and I think us Oilers fans wishing we would do that as well. I don't really think there's much else to it as it comes together right now, and yeah, that's where we're at. Just waiting for more reaction to pour in right now, but there isn't much else, as it looks like the Minnesota Wild tweeted something out instead of talking about receiving a draft pick. So that's interesting, but it is what it is. And as we go up the boards, the Oilers win the face-off. They'll control in, but they'll be offside at the blue line, so we'll have a stoppage in play. And that's where we're at right now. 14-18 to go here in this third period of play. And, yeah, you know what? The Oilers, obviously, if they want to make a big splash like that, you're going to have to trade for somebody, as mentioned in the chat, like Erik Karlsson. But, I mean, I'm all in on Erik Karlsson, and I'll tell you why. Erik Karlsson is not a bad defender. Honestly, he's not worse than Nurse. Nobody's worse than Nurse. That's what Oilers fans will tell you. So, if obviously you're getting a better defenseman than Nurse, and he's got 70 points, I don't see how that hurts you. And you're not fitting his entire salary cap under the mark. You're probably, if the Oilers do the retention right, you're probably paying about $5 million for him. And obviously that's where you'd sit it right up, right? Is if you can get Erik Karlsson at $5 million for the next, I don't know. What would you like Erik Karlsson at for the next couple of years? Yeah, $5 million? That sounds pretty good to me, even if he is 36. I'd be paying, after the cap goes up, $4 million over the next 3 years each year. I don't mind paying that at all, as this one will go back around the boards. Connor McDavid goes back to the point. Cody Ceci across. The shot comes in, and it's a shot saved by Shesterkin. This one goes to Hyman. Hyman will get it over to Nuge, and then McDavid loads up and cuts towards the net. He's denied there. He'll go running around the boards here. And this one goes down low to Nuge. He tries to fire it, and he just about tucked that high corner, but couldn't do the job. 13:21 to go here in the third period. 28-22 the shots on goal. Here's Connor McDavid across the line. Fires it wide. Oh, that was far side, labeled off the post, but just couldn't hit the net. And there's Kreider firing the shot. It goes wide as well. Rangers, though, recover the rebound. The Oilers able to get it going again back the other way. And they're doing a good job here so far, as Zach Hyman will come up the ice. Can't battle that one. 12:57 to go here in this third period. And the Oilers trying to do their best to fire this puck into the neutral zone and keep it out of their own end. They do, as Yamamoto chips and charges ahead. He'll get in on the attack, takes man down. Lindgren goes down in a heap. And this one will go back to the point. Barry fires a shot. It deflects in front. The Rangers lucky to recover. And that is back the other way, as this one will be fired around the boards. 12:30 to go here in this third period of play. The Oilers play it to Yamamoto. Yamamoto goes kind of off the boards and allows it to go back to Draisaitl in behind the Oilers net. This one goes all the way to the near side where Kane picks it up. Kane plays it off a skate, and then the Oilers somehow make a beautiful breakout of it as Leon Draisaitl comes back. We got 12:10 to play here in this third period. Draisaitl, though, turns it over, and the Rangers able to come back the other way. 4-on-3 defensively for the Oilers, and the puck goes up and out of play. And my friends, this will be our first commercial break and an ability chance to talk about this trade. So let me send you an ad. And secondary to that, if you're new to the channel, what I want you to do is, you've gotten a pretty good sample size of Dolynny TV so far. If you'd be so kind to consider hitting that subscribe button, I'd love to have you aboard here on the channel. We are just about to 10,700 subscribers. So appreciate that if you could hit that button, and let's go talk about this trade a little bit now, as there should be some more details on it, as it looks like the St. Louis Blues have announced it, obviously, on their end as well. And as part of the deal, the Toronto Maple Leafs also received Josh Pillar from WHL Saskatoon, back from injury tonight for the Blades, big winger. So it looks like the Toronto Maple Leafs also acquired somehow Josh Pillar. I don't know if that's from Pillar, whatever you want to say. If that is for somehow from the Minnesota Wild. I'm not sure where Josh Pillar came from, but is what it is. I don't remember seeing him on the Wild coverage I was doing earlier last year. Either way, it is a big three-way team trade, and the Toronto Maple Leafs will pay just 25% of the remainder of O'Reilly's contract. Blues retain 50, Wild pay the actual other 25. Cap hit is $7.5 million. So realistically, here's the crazy thing. The Minnesota Wild don't really retain much at all. That's why it comes down to it. But for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they get Ryan O'Reilly for $2.82 million for the rest of the season against the cap. It's a pretty incredible finish off for sure. And Gwendolyn Lamchop getting the Ben pin made, looks like it. Obviously, if you haven't seen Gwendolyn Lamchop's graphics on Twitter, you definitely have to give that account a follow for sure. There you go. All right. Yeah, it's been a pretty big day for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it will be a pretty big day for the Oilers when they indeed make their trade. Thankfully, I'm home all weekend, so we should be good to go. It's a long weekend, unless things happen on Monday, but I'll take my laptop to the birthday party, and if I have to work during the birthday party, so be it. As this one will be flipped back into the neutral zone. Nope, actually denied there by the Rangers for the Oilers trying to exit the zone. There we go. That flip works out. And Warren Foegele gets it going back the other way as Ryan McLeod fires around the boards. And the Oilers will try and set up the attack here. Nice turn by Charlie Lindgren. Is it Charlie? Ryan Lindgren? Who is it? Who's Charlie Lindgren? I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, 11:19 to go here in this third period. And this puck will go up and out of play. So 11:16 to go here in this third period of play with a 4-3 score. And my friends, we are approaching the end line of this game here. Obviously, it's a one-goal game, and I don't think the Oilers are really playing it as such. They're still playing as if they're up 4-2. And by that, I don't mean taking chances. They're doing the little things to kill the clock and the little things to create chances the right way. And this is how it's all coming together right now, as the Ryan O'Reilly trade came together for the Leafs tonight, and the Oilers trying to put together a win. And then who knows, maybe I shouldn't go to bed. Maybe the Oilers will make a trade happen before the end of the night. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens here. This one's going to go back the other way, as they will try and get into the zone. 10:56 to go in the third period, and it is all, like I said, about bleed the clock here for the Oilers. And as soon as we get to the next stoppage in play, I will update the Ryan O'Reilly Leafs trade once again, friends. If that's what you're tuning in for, my apologies. Dual duties tonight here on the Dolynny TV stream, despite not expecting that here tonight, as Zach Hyman has his helmet knocked off. He'll go to the bench. The Oilers carry forward, though. Connor McDavid able to get there. Huge hit leveled on Zach Hyman. This one goes across. Connor McDavid unable to play the puck, and now it comes back into the middle of the ice, where the Oilers continue to battle for it, and the Rangers able to come away. They'll carry across, and looks like the crowd wanted a penalty back in the Rangers zone. They didn't get it. And friends, we've got exactly 10 minutes remaining here in this third period of play, as the Oilers are able to escape the zone on what was a dangerous breakout, but they managed to do it. This one will be fired ahead. Now the Oilers have Kreider wide, as Jack Campbell, a nice stick deflection, puts it high into the corner and off the glass, and the Oilers able to exit the zone yet again. And that's exactly what they've done. They've done good since giving up this third goal of the Rangers. Just kill the clock, just move the puck, make sure it doesn't spend too much time in your O zone, or in your D zone, and you should be good to go. And that's been the Oilers' key to success so far here in this third period of play, friends, as things are coming together here for the Oilers. That one funneled to the middle. Tarasenko, thankfully, a left-hand shot instead of a right-hand shot, so it didn't go through. And now Evander Kane across with Kyler Yamamoto. Feels weird seeing 56 instead of 55 out there, but same kind of thing. And there we go. We've got another stoppage in play, friends. I'm going to send you an ad quickly. And we'll get going here with this one here. And that said, too, if you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you consider hitting that subscribe button. I know I pleaded a moment ago, but if you'd be so kind, you're getting some pretty good samples of what I bring here on the channel. So definitely consider doing that. And let's get to more Ryan O'Reilly trade reaction. There should be more to it, I would hope, from the Oilers tonight, and obviously from the Toronto Maple Leafs. We should be getting up some details here. It doesn't look like there's anything more other than Elliot Friedman talking about Josh Pilar coming from the Minnesota Wild, I believe. I'm not sure where Josh Pilar was drafted by. Let me see. I would assume he was drafted by the Wild, but Pilar Hockey. And let's just see here. Hockey DB. And he has a 2002 birth date. Born in Warman, Saskatchewan, drafted by the Minnesota Wild, round 4, 127 overall. How good am I, eh? I know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at that. Unreal. Jimmy, welcome in. And we got to get things going here as things are coming together. 591 views on the stream. Cardinal, welcome in as well. Things are really coming together for the Oilers tonight. Obviously 4-3. We're into the back half of the third period, and we'd like to just coast it home and win ourselves a big-time hockey game against the New York Rangers after what was a kind of weird start to the day, obviously sending down Mr. Vinny Desharnais and Dylan Holloway to the AHL today to make room for, yes, of course, Kyler Yamamoto, but we'll take what we can get, that's for sure. And yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here between the Oilers and the Rangers. That's where we sit going into this one. Like I said, hopefully there's more updates on the Ryan O'Reilly and Toronto Maple Leafs St. Louis Blues trade, but I don't think there will be much of anything the rest of the night, as I think it's pretty much well figured at this point. Obviously the full salary figures, in case I messed up the numbers, hopefully coming in a bit. But Trocheck taking this face off for the Rangers. The Oilers win it back. They'll get it down low to the near side dot. And now Leon Draisaitl plays it back to Evander Kane. Draisaitl fires a shot. It's denied. Here's Derek Ryan already on the ice with Kane and Leon Draisaitl here as this game gets late. And this one goes back the other way. And this one goes as Brett Kulak gets it going. 8:44 to go in the third period. Derek Ryan plays it ahead. And this one will go across the ice, and now a chance for the Oilers to get defending again. This one played to the front of the net, but it goes off the side of the net. Nice awareness there by Jack Campbell to make the save on the point shot, and it comes out of the zone, and Evander Kane will be able to carry across the red line and fire it over to Leon Draisaitl, who fires the shot right in the shin pads of Jacob Trouba. This one's going to go back the other way as it's carried by the Rangers, dancing around, driving to the net, but a good denial there by Philip Broberg, who just lays the shoulder into the man, Lachician, and denies him there. Good stop by Mr. Philip Broberg. Donald, welcome in. Gavin, welcome in as well. I think the Oilers coming together here late in this hockey game. Things are definitely ramping up a little bit for them on both sides of the puck. Philip Broberg, though, a great ability to stay out of Jack Campbell's way while also driving the man into the net and forcing the face-off outside of the zone. 8 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the third period as the Oilers tip it in ahead. Warren Foegele gets out there. He's knocked to a knee, but he's able to keep it alive for Matthias Janmark. Janmark will work it down low to Ryan McLeod. It's turned over there, and it goes back the other way to the New York Rangers in the offensive zone. Held up there is a hooking penalty by Matthias Janmark, and that will send the Oilers to the penalty kill here in the next few seconds. That's tough, but you know what? It is what it is. And again, the guy gets speeding by you, and then Matthias Janmark doesn't carry forward fast enough and ends up taking him down. Bouchard gives him a little shoulder check from the back of the shoulder. And here we go, 7:44 to go in this third period. The Oilers jerseys thick in the stands tonight. As the Oilers will go to work on the penalty kill. Cody Ceci off the face-off win, plays it over to Darnell Nurse, who fires it down low all the way to Shesterkin, right on net. 7:35 to go here in this third period to play. The Rangers have 30 shots on net. The Oilers with 24. The lead is 4-3 for the Oilers. So Mr. Jack Campbell still at that 900 save percentage tonight, and we'd like to keep it there indefinitely until the end of the game. At this point, is this one a one-timer and a glove save for Jack Campbell. So casual about it. Zibanejad's 87.9 mile an hour shot, and Soup makes the save. And that was fantastic to see right there. That was a great save by Soup, just snaring that one out of the air. And look at this one, just bang, and glove save, and save made. Nothing going through the leather that time. That's that new and improved glove for Mr. Jack Campbell that he's been so using for the past 10-15 games or so. 7:09 to go, and it looks like the Oilers have tipped it off of a stick and out of play, and the Rangers trying to argue for a 5-on-3. And 7:07 to go in this third period, and this is where this game is about to turn on a dime. If the Oilers get away without giving up a 5-on-3, we're going to be fine. But if the Oilers indeed end up going 5-on-3, we could have some problems. And this one's going to go off of the... Oof. Did Derek Ryan just flip that one out of play? Derek Ryan. Oh, Derek Ryan catches the glass there. I think it catches the glass. And this is going to be a review here. And no, indeed, no review. Sorry, they went to the box. It is a 5-on-3 for the New York Rangers. So right like that, the Oilers are going to be tested here. Derek Ryan just flips it straight up, and he says it touched the glass, but instead, the refs rule it is a 5-on-3 for the Rangers. And my friends, we have crossed for the first time in a dang long time here on Dolynny TV the 100 viewer mark. We're up to 112. Thank you to everybody tuning in right now. Appreciate you. Next stoppage and play, if you're tuning in for the reaction to the Ryan O'Reilly trade, I will give you the reaction then. But give me a minute here as we've got crunch time for the Oilers. They lose the face-off. And this one, all of a sudden, possession immediately for the Rangers. They will skate around 5-on-3. Zibanejad over to Panarin. Panarin's going to walk this one to Zibanejad down low. Now a chance for the Rangers again to set up high. Zibanejad fires and scores. Jack Campbell never even saw it. And it is a 4-4 game between the Rangers and the Oilers. 6:50 to go here in this third period. That'll happen. It'll happen indeed. But that's a tough go for the Oilers. Obviously, that play there from Derek Ryan, those are ones that usually go your way. Jack Campbell never even saw that puck, and it just flicks right through him. This one goes down low. Fox goes back up high. This one goes right zipping through Jack Campbell. He never even saw it. As here we go. Back the other way. 6:47 to go. As the Rangers still on the power play, they'll fire it into the middle of the ice. They can't get it going. Now you only hope if we end up going to overtime that Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl have enough legs left. As this one will go back up high as the Rangers will go for the one-timer. It'll go firing up over top of the net. And this one will go all the way down to Shesterkin, who plays it ahead. The Rangers somehow not offside on that play. And this one will go around the boards as Yamamoto back out there, penalty killing the Rangers. Back to the point. Tarasenko fires the shot wide. We've still got a minute 04 to go. Now a minute exactly left in this penalty kill. This one goes back to the point as Fox sets it up again. Zibanejad over to Panarin, back to Fox. Fox goes over to Zibanejad, far side, off the post. And it does not escape the zone, as that was just that close to it being 5-4. And this one goes back, and this one to Panarin. The shot blocked in front. Gutsy block there by Kulak. The Oilers still can't find this puck. Zibanejad trying to play this one here. The Oilers able to come down with it, and they will fire it. Length of the ice for a clear. Shesterkin quickly out to play it. He plays it right back ahead, and the Rangers have a chance back the other way. Kreider fires it over top of the net, batted out of the zone. The Rangers regroup at center ice. They'll play it niftily into their own zone and back the other way. Miller comes back, and the chance now as they try to get it going. Darnell Nurse will play it here up off the glass, and down the ice with 6 seconds to go in the penalty kill. So you give up one, but not two, thankfully. And the Rangers pushing for that fifth one, just couldn't hit it off the post the right way. And back the other way, the Rangers come into the zone. Tarasenko battling across the blue line. He can't get it going. Now the Oilers looking to fire it back the other way. They can't. And the Rangers regroup in this center ice area all the way back into their own zone. Is 4:50 left on the clock here. The shot's 32-30 or 32-22. Shot 7-1 this period for the Rangers. So they have commanded the shot share so far. And this one now for Zach Hyman. He's carrying ahead. He's going to go back the other way, and this one's fired down into Shesterkin. 4:30 to go here in this third period of play. This one worked back by the Rangers as this one goes across the blue line. Rangers fire the shot, blockered away by Campbell. That's save number 33, or shot number 33, sorry. If that was on net, I'm not 100% sure. As Leon Draisaitl will fire this one, turn it over. The Rangers regroup in the offensive zone. And this one goes back behind the net. And this will be played by the Oilers. Out to the blue line. Leon Draisaitl doesn't have a clue where that puck is. And Nugent Hopkins was able to pick it up. The Oilers go D to D in their own zone. We're inside the final 4 minutes. Bouchard carries it across the ice. It deflects up and out of play. And that is where we will have a stoppage in play at long last. Friends, I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. If this is your first time here, appreciate you being here. Like Caleb, tuning in and throwing down a super chat first few seconds in the chat. Thank you so much for that, my man. Really appreciate that. And as we get going again, friends, what I'm going to do, I'm going to be selfish here, all right? Pardon me, but I got to do this. You're tuning into a hockey game with 4 minutes left. I'd love to have you tune in and hang out for a full one sometime soon. So make sure before you head out tonight, hit that subscribe button here on the channel. Really appreciate that as we close in on 10,700 subscribers. But again, thank you to you, Caleb. And as we're getting going here, let's see what ends up going here. Let's see. What do we got? Is there anything more news? I know I've got the title in there as well. Leafs Ryan O'Reilly trade reaction. So let me see if there's anything else we can get going here. Yeah, is there anything else going here about that Ryan O'Reilly trade that we need to know? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else to it. Yeah, there isn't much else. So just Oilers fans reacting, and it looks like Achari and O'Reilly will arrive for tomorrow's game versus Montreal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That is the update. That's where we're sitting as we're getting going here, friends. And hey, appreciate it, sports. I appreciate it. And as we're going here, friends, obviously I can't show the game due to copyright restrictions, whether it's a shootout, whether it's regulation. I can't show the game at all. I'd love to, but that's a little bit of illegal on my part. And Roger, what happened? The Oilers took a costly penalty and then made a 5-on-3 situation happen and gave up a goal to tie the game. The 4-3 goal, I wasn't concerned about that one. Obviously now we're tied 4-4, and that's where we sit right now. Things are a little bit of a mess, but we'll win this face-off back on the center ice draw. And Caleb, thank you again, my friend, coming in here and just absolutely crushing it on the super chats right out of the gate. Appreciate that. As Connor McDavid coming back the other way, challenging for the puck here. This one's going to come back into the middle of the ice, and the Oilers able to retreat that puck, and it'll be fired on the backhander here. And this one, 3:23 to go here in this third period as the Oilers continue to battle in behind the blue paint of the Rangers. This one comes back the other way for Kreider, who will tie this puck up along his boards, and the Rangers doing all kinds of changing, and somehow that wasn't a too many men call. It didn't come up. And Sydney, thank you to you as well. Everybody throwing down the 99 cents in the chat. And Jack Campbell makes a huge save with 3:01 left on the clock. The Rangers get shot number 34 of the game. My friends, absolutely unreal here as Jack Campbell just swallows that one up. Unconventional save to some degree, but he makes the save. And we're rocking and rolling at 3:01 to go here in this third period. A big face-off in the Oilers' end. Here is Evander Kane has to get this puck down. The Rangers set up. Trouba the shot, fired, blocked. And this one goes back to the Rangers zone, and here's the thing. The Oilers need to do something about this and actually get a shot on net here sometime in this final 2.5 minutes. We were supposed to score an empty netter in the final 2.5. Instead, the Rangers have just dominated this period, and the Oilers have been defending the full way through. One shot on goal so far this period, and it was a weird one, I do believe. As Leon Draisaitl gets it back the other way, he'll fire it around the boards. Shesterkin out disrupting that puck. He'll get it down low, and now a chance back around the side of the boards to Leon Draisaitl, where it goes to the high point. The Rangers might have a man wide for him. Panarin trying to battle through the defense, and now this one picked up there. Shot saved from Trocheck on Jack Campbell, and Campbell's keeping the Oilers in here. My goodness, they are doing good. Keeping this one interesting, that is for sure, for the Oilers, friends. Peter, you're enjoying yourself a good night, that's for sure. Glad it got interesting for you at least. And Ray, hopefully the Oilers win. Wouldn't mind that at all. But here we go. The Oilers, Leon Draisaitl lowering the boom on one of the Rangers tonight. And yeah, that's what's up, Gillies TV. That's what's up, B. Gilly. And here we go. 27-19 the hits for the Rangers tonight. The Oilers a little bit run around by the Rangers. But hey, you know what? We just got to survive this one somehow and get out there and score ourselves a victory. This puck again deflects up and out of play onto the bench. And with 2:03 to go in the third period, we'll have a face-off in the Oilers zone. Here's the thing. I'm not even upset that we blew a 4-1 lead, because if anybody knows history serves with the Oilers and Rangers over the past 4 matchups, it has been a goal-scoring fest, and the Oilers have done it to the Rangers several times over, and the Rangers are now just giving us a little bit of payback for that, so I'm not even too upset about it. I'd just like to see the Oilers finish this one off and at least win this hockey game. That's really all that matters to me here, is just go win this hockey game, and I think definitely we have a chance to win. It's 4-4 with $1:50 to go here. The Rangers have it in their own end. The shot's 35-22, but legitimately we just need to get a shot on net. I mean, Shesterkin has seen one shot all period. What's the odds that the next shot on net goes in the back of the net? That's kind of my joke at this point, is could the Oilers just score on the next one? Shot, oof, oof, oof! My goodness. 2-3 great cracks for the Oilers, and it goes side of the net, and they just couldn't score. And now here we go. This one will go around back behind the net. As Ryan McLeod plays it in front, it's turned over. And that was unreal right there. A couple of great sequences in front, and the Oilers could not finish off the play, as that one just goes wide of the net last second. That was some great shot towards the net by the Oilers. Great chance, but they just couldn't finish it off. Sorry, I haven't gotten that excited about something this much, but I mean, these games against the Rangers usually mean a lot to me. I mean, you remember that Connor McDavid 4v1 situation. That was potentially one of the most special moments last season for me in the regular season early on. And with 47 seconds to go, looks like they're going to rule that puck got tipped up and out of play. And here we go. That's where we're at right now. 45.7 seconds to go in this third period, friends. We are just waiting for this one, and it looks like the Rangers fired that one up and out of play as well. Everybody's saying, and here's the thing, this is the chance here for the Oilers. That one that bounces off of the glove of Shesterkin, and then Foegele just steers it ever so wide. Man, Foegele had a chance to be the hero. Puck's down in the Rangers zone after the stoppage in play, and now here's Chris Kreider bumped off the puck by Cody Ceci. What a inertia play there by Cody Ceci. Just thing in motion stays in motion, or whatever the scientific term I was trying to talk about there was. And that one again bounces right onto Shesterkin, but the Oilers couldn't jam it to the side of the net. 26 seconds to go, and hey, as long as we go, let's go, boys. Let's go get to overtime at least, but here let's try and score with the last 17 seconds to go. Connor McDavid playing in behind the net. He's going to wrap this one around, get it back to the point. 11 seconds, the blast from Nurse, can't get it going. 9 seconds back the other way. The Oilers just have to defend this well. Connor McDavid will fire it down, and hey, what do you say? I said we had to go 4-3 in the next few games. Well, the Oilers able to take it to overtime here, and we should be able to get this going, friends. Welcome to Dolynny TV. If you've just joined in, my pleasure to have you. I'm Tyson. This is, of course, channel pretty much about the Oilers. If you haven't already, let me know if you're enjoying the stream by leaving a like on the stream. And secondary to that, friends, If you're new to the channel, I want you, before overtime starts, before we all head out, to hit that subscribe button here on the channel. Would love to have you for all your necessary Oilers coverage. Had the full list of moves the Oilers made to activate Yamamoto tonight, and I'd love to have you aboard. Absolutely. Just a quick update, of course, where we've gotten by me asking for the old subscribe here on the channel, as the Oilers are just about ready to head to the shootout here. We are sitting up there at 10,677 subscribers. Love to try and cap that off with 10,700 by the end of the live stream, if you'd be so kind. So let's break this down. One last goal scoring update here for the Oilers, of course, because we need to know who scored for the Rangers to make this one a 4-4 game. Got interesting late. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Tyson Barrie, and Derek Ryan scored 3 straight out of the gate in the first 12.5 for the Oilers. Chris Kreider answered back a minute later. Leon Draisaitl about 5 minutes later. That was 4-1 at the end of one. And then it's been all, well, Rangers at the end of this, as it is back here. Kreider, 6:26. Lafreniere, 1:36 of the third period. And Mika Zibanejad tying it up with his 30th of the season. The Oilers choking away a 4-1 lead, but I think we can get this going here with a game winner from the overtime hero crew. And here's Darnell Nurse in overtime there to Leon Draisaitl. That big old game. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about, just right there. And let's go get this going here, friends. Leon Draisaitl face off at center ice. Looking forward to get down. And here's a chance for Darnell Nurse to play it ahead. 2-3 record in 3-on-3 overtime right now this season for the Oilers. Here's back the other way, the Rangers. Keandre Miller fires the shot on Campbell. He makes the save. The Oilers will loft it out into the middle of the ice. They can't get it going, and it's 3-on-2 the other way. Jack Campbell, the save, steers it wide. And here comes Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid back the other way, baby. They are in on the chance. Here's Draisaitl dragging in the middle. Shesterkin the save. And Darnell Nurse will play it here for the Oilers. He'll try and come up with this puck. He's going to battle all the way down low into the near side corner. Connor McDavid coming to support. McDavid trying to separate puck from man. And here's McDavid to the front of the net. Draisaitl chance. Can't get it going. And there we go. The Oilers continue this puck alive. Cut off there by the Rangers. 4:15 to go here in this overtime period. Draisaitl lofting back into the zone. He's going to disrupt the Rangers' attack, but not enough to separate the man from the puck with 4 minutes to go in overtime. The Oilers continue to battle this puck here as it'll go back down low for the Rangers in their own end. They play it into the neutral ice. Rangers back the other way. Here's the Kreider. The shot drifts wide of the net. Zach Hyman out there with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Brett Kulak now, as Kulak will take the man to a knee. Kulak plays it over to Nugent-Hopkins. This one back the other way. Nugent-Hopkins has got Hyman 2-on-1 over to Hyman. Hyman loses the handle. And here we will go back the other way as Zibanejad plays it down low. Hyman tries to poke it free, and the Rangers are going to be able to get back 3-on-3 back the other way. 3:22 to go in overtime. Rangers have possession of the puck. The shots 37-25. We're tied 4-4 in overtime. The shot saved. Jack Campbell, he jumps on it, saves it, denies it, scrambles it, plays it off to his partner Leon Draisaitl back the other way, racing towards the offensive zone. Connor McDavid, he'll drag back on the circle around button hook move. Leon Draisaitl, chance here to skate into the zone. He'll rip a shot. Shesterkin the 5-hole save, and we'll come back the other way. 2:50 to go as the Rangers 3-on-2 back the other way. Tarasenko looking for a passing option. Draisaitl drifting back, able to get in the lane. Now a chance for the Rangers. They can't get it going, and they are just going to have to skate around the zone as the Rangers go off for a line change here. This one played ahead by Draisaitl over to McDavid. He'll peel off for a line change as it goes all the way down low into the Rangers' end. 2:27 to go in overtime. We're halfway done, friends, and the Oilers still have nothing solved here. Please just do not give me another shootout, because that would absolutely suck, that is for sure. But the Rangers coming back the other way. Kakko carrying across the middle. The Rangers load up the slap shot. Goes up and out of play, and I would not be surprised if the Oilers call their timeout here and get Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid back on the ice. As this one goes back, and look at this save there by Shesterkin. And this play here by McDavid to separate man from puck was huge. And Draisaitl just about had that one-time backdoor rebound chance. But what a save there by Jack Campbell to play that puck off. And now a chance, no timeout taken, so I misread the room. That's fine and dandy. I don't mind that at all. The Rangers shoot the puck. Nope, they will try and drift it down to the chance there as this one goes across again. The crease, no go there for the Rangers. The Oilers come up with this puck again in their own end. Nugent Hopkins carries forward. Nuge will play it ahead, cut off there by the Rangers. Nuge has got a 2-on-1 back the other way. This one again cut off though by Nuge and an active stick, and the overtime continues here. Back the other way for Hyman. Hyman will go across to Nurse. Nurse flubs up on the shot. He'll go down low into the corner and play it around to Nugent Hopkins. The Oilers have something cooking here suddenly with a $1:26 to go in overtime. The shot drifted down low. Nurse, the short side chance, can't get it going. He's still battling that puck down low. And now with a $1:16 to go here in overtime, the Oilers doing their best to try and keep this puck alive. And they will, as a nice play there by Draisaitl is able to keep it alive for the Oilers. Kulak almost turns it over. McDavid's tripped up. No penalty. Yes, penalty coming up to the New York Rangers on the tripping call against Mika Zibanejad on Connor McDavid. Gerard Gallant comes out and yells at the referee on the open bench spot. Friends, this is where I'm appealing to you. You're tuning into this overtime period. I've got one simple ask of you, all right? As we head to the power play and hopefully finish this one off, I'd love to have you aboard here on Dolynny TV. If you could consider on your way out or while you're still actively here, hitting that subscribe button, that would mean the world to me. A guy like me doesn't get 222 people watching a live stream live at once very often for the Oilers, but I'd love to have you aboard if you'd be so kind. Mika Zibanejad, penalty for tripping. The Oilers get the offensive zone face-off, and with 1:01 to go, I'm surprised. Are they calling their timeout? I think they've called their timeout, and here we go for this final $1:01. Nope, actually we didn't call the timeout again. I'm expecting us to call the timeout. I guess we're waiting for a real critical moment, although I don't know how much more critical it gets than this. $1:01 to go in overtime to try and bring home 2 points. As this one, great chance for Kreider, but an even better hand-eye coordination, batted puck by Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, playing that one down into the corner. 2 for 3 is the power play tonight. Rogers Place is rocking. Youngsters with the earmuffs on are doing their best to just stay awake while also being bounced by their parents. But here's Leon Draisaitl trying to get this job done. He's going to win it back to Connor McDavid. McDavid goes over to Tyson Barrie. The Oilers get the 4-on-3 power play rolling. Here's a chance to go. McDavid, the shot saved by Shesterkin, and it's cleared on down the ice all the way to Jack Campbell. And here we go with 47 seconds to go. Tyson Barrie loads up. He's going to try and get this going. Connor McDavid back the other way. He will get it over to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who goes off to Tyson Barrie. Leon Draisaitl standing far side. Draisaitl back to McDavid, who circles around the top side of the zone. He'll go to Barrie again. Barrie now down up to the middle to Connor McDavid. Draisaitl looking. Here's Connor McDavid. McDavid will look for an option. He's going to skate right into Trouba, who can't knock it off his stick with 18 seconds to go. Here's McDavid, the shot down low to Barrie. Oh my goodness! I thought that had gone back of the net, but instead it goes all the way through the crease. And with 7 seconds to go, Jack Campbell's going to play this one ahead. The Oilers are out of time, friends, for the second night in a row. We are headed to a shootout. And like I said in a previous short last game out against the Detroit Red Wings, I said abolish the shootout because I am loving this 5 minutes of 3-on-3, and I need a little bit more of that. Oof. That Connor McDavid chance was beautiful. Friends, there we go. Overtime's up and done. So again, I'll appeal to you one more time. If you haven't done it yet, please do that because we're about to probably be disappointed in the shootout. Just an update too, friends. We're crushing along tonight. Really appreciate everybody being here. I can't stress that enough. I really appreciate everybody being along for the ride here on Dolynny TV this evening. I didn't know what to expect going into live streaming the third period, and obviously it turns out to be a huge live stream tonight. We've got a shootout. The Oilers, the Rangers still undecided as we head to a shootout here between these two teams to decide who will take home the 2 points. As I need to see 10-minute overtime, that is for sure. Continuous 10-minute OT, where you get a 10-minute break in between shootout round 1 between the Oilers and Rangers. I imagine the Oilers will shoot first, and it will be Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, the first shooter for the Edmonton Oilers here, as he will set up and take it from center ice. Nugent-Hopkins in on net. He will shoot and score, baby! Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, the first goal of the shootout right there. And the Oilers up 1-0 early. Obviously, the Rangers a chance to answer back in a few seconds' time here. But a good shot there from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to post it in. And now Capo Caco will take the shootout attempt on Jack Campbell of the Edmonton Oilers. Caco will line up in his own zone, get ready to carry this one forward through the Oilers' end and take his shot. He'll take starting to the right of the puck as a left-hand shot. Here's Caco in on net. He goes backhand over top of the outstretched pad of Jack Campbell. He scores, and we are 1-1 right here as this one goes back, and there you go. Shot back of the net on Jack Campbell. Here's Connor McDavid now to line up and hopefully take a shot here in the shootout and score something here for the Oilers, who need the next two and need at least one stop to win this shootout. Here's Connor McDavid in on Shesterkin for the lead. Connor McDavid gets him to fall. Shesterkin still somehow makes the save. The Oilers need a stop here, not to be put on the brink. As Connor McDavid goes right here, as Connor McDavid goes just off the pad and out. And now Artemi Panarin will take his chance on this attempt to beat Jack Campbell and put the Rangers up 2-1 after 2 rounds. This one a chance for Panarin. He will come in on net. He'll shoot, fire it wide, and the Oilers will live to see another chance, as they will have the chance to put the pressure on the Rangers, or they can end it right here. So that's where it's going to be interesting here for the Oilers. They have a chance to put the Rangers on the brink, but the Rangers could end it if Draisaitl misses this shootout attempt. Shesterkin gets into the net. Here's Draisaitl. He'll wind up and fire a slap shot wide. Not really sure what's going on there. Draisaitl trying a different tactic, and he couldn't get it going. That was a wasted attempt there from Leon Draisaitl, who winds up and fires it absolutely a mile wide. And now Zibanejad a chance to win this one here in the shootout, as this one goes back the other way. Zibanejad with 28 attempts, and he indeed as well fires it wide. So we will continue on, friends. Again, another shootout that will go far into the night, past the first 3 rounds, as Jack Campbell beat, but it goes wide of the net. And here's Tyson Barrie in the shootout now for the Edmonton Oilers. We didn't see him last game against Detroit, if I'm not mistaken. And here's Tyson Barrie in on net to put us on the lead. He's backhand denied on Shesterkin. There you go. So the Rangers again, another opportunity to put us out of this game. Tyson Barrie comes down the wing. He's denied by the blocker of Shesterkin and the pad. And now Vladimir Tarasenko, the weapon for the New York Rangers. The trade deadline acquisition gets a chance here to carry this puck forward on the shootout attempt. He shoots, denied by Jack Campbell, and we play on for round number 5, friends. You guys are all making mention of how the stream's doing. I'm just worried about the Oilers winning this one here. Doing good right now. Here's Derek Ryan. Reminds me of Mark Letestu and Matt Hendricks back in the day for the Oilers, taking penalty shot attempts. Derek Ryan riding high. He's scored a bunch of goals at home. He's got a head of steam. He's in on net. Denied by the glove of Shesterkin. That was a great save there by Shesterkin. And now suddenly we got goalies going mano-a-mano with the shooters. And oh my goodness, what a chance there for Derek Ryan. And he's denied by a quick glove. And here we go. This is an opportunity here for Philip Hedl, who will get in on the shootout attempt. He'll fire, and denied by Jack Campbell. We're going to round 6, baby. We're going to hit this 300 mark. I'm telling you, we're going to hit 300 viewers live in here at one time, because we are going late into the night in this shootout. Round number 6 coming to you here, and it will be Kyler Yamamoto, friends, getting a chance to go in this shootout attempt. Here's Yamamoto in on net. He's getting it going towards a chance. The shot denied by Shesterkin again. All right, game on. Round 6. The denial there from Igor Shesterkin. And now it'll be up to Jack Campbell again. Here we go. It'll be Alexis Lafreniere taking the chance on net. I don't mind this at all. Here's Lafreniere in on net. He will shoot and he will score. 5-hole as Jack Campbell does the splits into the back of the net. And the Rangers will win it 5-4 in a shootout, my friends. Thank you so much for enjoying the shootout with me. The Rangers take it. Hats off to the Rangers for doing what they did. They're a good hockey team and for a reason. But before that, friends, before you head out, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Thank you again so much for being here, and I'd love to have you aboard for more here on the channel for the future. So thank you again for hanging out this evening. Really appreciate it. Hope we can do it again here soon. It's a Sunday afternoon game against the Colorado Avalanche. I'd love to have you aboard for that for sure. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. Come back here to Dolynny TV Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Eastern if you're a Rangers fan that wants to check out some more high-flying hockey from the Oilers. And I'd love to have you aboard for that for sure. And hats off to all our Rangers friends in the chat tonight. Really appreciate you folks being along for the ride. And for friends, that is going to do it for me tonight. Thank you again. And I'll catch you. I don't know if I've got a post game coming up. It's 10 o'clock and I am dying. And the old heart's beating a little faster than it probably should. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thanks for tuning in this evening. I'm up on